felt like my legs were going to break in half. I just burst into tears because I just thought, I cannot do this.
Amy, we're doing that again.
Oh, but she did do it. She did it. She did it. You know her from season 6 of NBC's hit show, The Biggest Loser. She has lost more than 100 pounds since then, and now Amy Parham is paying it forward. She's helping women like her beat the battle of the bulge for once and for all. Amy is here in Studio 70. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Terrific. Oh, it's so good to have you here. You've written this great book, 10 Lessons from a Former Fat Girl, and it's so terrific to have you. I really mean that. That looked hard. That looked like, what was that, 300 pounds?
Oh, God, I think, at least. I mean, he was trying to kill me, I think, that day.
They are brutal.
Yeah,
they really are. But so worth it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. It's a tough journey. I mean, you know, from someone who's also a double digits, you know, which is rare in television news and breaking news here, right?
But you look amazing.
No, thank you very much. But I mean, I know that you know, it's really tough to beat that battle. So tell me about your journey and what it is you think you can pass on to other women who you know, need to get where you are or want to get where you are.
Well, I know that a lot of diet books talk about, you know, eating less and moving more, and that's absolutely important. It's so necessary. And we do talk about that in this book, but we also talk about the mental and emotional and spiritual even things that you go through in the process. And so I think this book is set apart because I'm like, you know, your friend telling you, hey, I've been there. Let me share with you some of the strategies that I use to overcome this. Because I meet women all over the country, and they tell me, you know, this particular thing happened in my life, this tragedy happened, and it made me turn to food to comfort myself. Well, the same thing happened to me, you know, so I can relate to that.
Sure, I definitely can relate to that. I think I gained 10 pounds when my mom passed away through her illness and beyond comfort food and then, you know, the lack of exercise. But let's talk about that because let's go over the top 5 points that you bring up in the book. That empty place that we're all trying to fill.
Well, I just feel like we all have, you know, times in our life where we feel like we have holes in our heart, and we try to fill it with, you know, good-looking guys or cigarettes or drugs or whatever. And then some people like myself turn to food. My parents divorced when I was 10 years old, and we owned a Dairy Queen restaurant. So can you imagine? Easy access to the ice cream. And so I remember turning to ice cream when I would be depressed. And then when my youngest son, Rhett, was diagnosed with autism, the same thing happened. I turned to ice cream again and became, you know, morbidly obese. So I had to learn how to deal with those emotions on the inside before I could deal with what was going on the outside.
But you gave the ice cream that power, right?
I did. Food has whatever power you give it. And that's a chapter in my book. It's like you have to realize that you have the strength inside of you to overcome those feelings and those desires, to turn to that for comfort.
And keeping the food from becoming your friend.
Exactly. And making fitness your friend, you know?
That's right.
And I know that a lot of women suffer from depression and they have problems, you know, going up and down emotionally. A lot of that has to do with your blood sugar, and it also has to do with not getting enough exercise. Because as soon as I started doing regular cardio exercise every day, I found out that my emotions leveled out, that I didn't have the bouts with depression like I had previously. And so I think it's very important that women learn that they can use exercise as their friend.
And it's not a stress buster food either, right?
No.
Exercise is actually a better stress buster than food.
It is, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times you'll want to sit at night and watch TV and eat M&Ms or eat some kind of snack.
Right.
No, don't do that when you get stressed out at a long day. You know, try to turn to other things to you know,
pop a few sit-ups.
Yeah.
A few sit-ups instead. Really quickly, let's go over the top 3 fit girl versus fat girl, right?
Yes.
Resolutions for the new year to help you kick off a weight loss program. There they are.
Yes. What I want to encourage people to do is try to drink only water for 30 days. Always eat breakfast. So important to eat breakfast, and move any chance you get. Take the stairs, park the farthest in the parking lot.
That's right. That's right. It's not just about going to the gym. It's just moving in general. Okay.
Exactly.
Stand instead of sit. You know.
Absolutely.
All right. Amy Parham, thank you so much. We really appreciate you coming in. It's a great little book, and fans can come out to meet you.
Yes,
this
Tuesday.
Tuesday. She's going to be at the NBC Experience store right here at 30 Rock, signing your new book, 10 Lessons from a Former Fat Girl. That starts at noon on Tuesday, and of course, The Biggest Loser airs right here on NBC Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. All right. Amy, thanks again.
Thanks for having me.
You look terrific, and thanks for your wonderful advice.